Preguntas Básicas. Learning target. The student can understand basic questions in Spanish and respond in a complete sentence. ¿Qué día es? What day is it? Es lunes. It is Monday. Es martes. It is Tuesday. Es miércoles. It is Wednesday. Es jueves. It is Thursday. Es viernes. It is Friday. Es sábado. It is Saturday. Es domingo. It is Sunday. Please note that the S here, whoops, is the verb, is, and within that is the subject pronoun it embedded. So it is Monday. Es lunes. ¿Cuál es la fecha de hoy? Please note that the apostrophe S in English does not exist in Spanish, so we have to say, ¿cuál es la fecha de hoy? Rather than what is today's date. And the answer is, hoy es el 8 de diciembre. Today is the 8th of December. Note that the months are not capitalized in Spanish. ¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños? When is your birthday? Tu is your. And then you change the tu to mi, because you want to say my birthday. Mi cumpleaños es el 25 de octubre. Notice that the verb here does not change. It's still es. And then we put the word el in front of the date, the word of, and then the month. ¿Tienes frío? Are you cold? This is a question to you. It is in the tu form. You have to then change it to the yo form. Tener is a go verb, which means it has a go in the yo form. So it's sí, tengo frío. Yes, I have cold. Or the negative of that would be no, no tengo frío. When you say no, you have to say no twice. The first time you're saying no to the question, do you have cold? No. I don't have cold. So this second no is the word don't. If you want to put the subject pronoun in there, you have to sandwich it in between the two no's. So you'd say, no, yo no tengo frío. And then remember, in Spanish, we use the verb tener to express if one has cold, hotness, or hunger. ¿Tienes tus amigos hambre? Do your friends have hunger? You change the tus to mis. Sí, mis amigos tienen hambre. Yes, my friends have hunger. Notice that the verb here does not change. It's still tienen, and it's tienen in the answer. But notice that the tus changes to mis. Also notice that this is different than tu, because we're talking about multiple friends, which means this possessive adjective, your, has to be plural, as well as the possessive adjective my has to be plural, because adjectives in Spanish agree in number. The negative of this would be, no, mis amigos no tienen hambre. And again, you sandwich the subject in between the two no's. No, my friends do not have hunger. Or we can simply leave the subject pronoun out and just say, no, no tienen hambre. ¿Qué hora es? What time is it? Son las 2:15. So it is, in Spanish, is son las. However, if we're talking about a time around 1 o'clock, it is becomes es la. Es la 1:15. ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Yo estoy muy bien. I am very well. I could also just leave out the yo and say estoy muy bien. Yo estoy cansado. This is for a male. If I am a female, I have to say yo estoy cansada. I am tired. Yo estoy excelente. I am excellent. So we use the verb estar to talk about our emotions and how we are feeling. ¿Cómo eres? What are you like? This is a description. So we use the verb ser, soy, eres, es, somos, soy, son, to talk about what we are like. Yo soy alto. I am tall. This would be for a male. Yo soy alta, female. Yo soy simpático. I am nice, male. Yo soy simpática, if you're a female. Yo soy inteligente. Notice here, this is gender neutral. It ends in an E, so we don't have to worry about changing it for gender like we did with the other two. ¿Cómo es tu mamá? This is another one using the verb ser, which means I want to know what your mom is like, not how she is feeling. So we could say, ella es morena. She is dark-haired. Notice it ends in A here. Ella es simpática. Again, ends in A. Also notice that the verb is not changing because we are still talking about she. So this is the conjugation for the he, she, usted form. Ella es inteligente. We don't have to worry about changing that since it's a gender-neutral adjective. ¿Cómo te llamas? What is your name? Here we have to change the te to me and say me llamo. The as turns to an o here, and then your name. Me llamo Yolanda. So llamarse is a reflexive verb, which means we have to put reflexive pronouns in front of it. Me, te, and se. ¿Cómo se llama tu mejor amigo? What is your best friend's name? The tu becomes mi. Mi mejor amigo se llama Carlos. If it's a female, I have to say mi mejor amiga se llama Carlota. Again, llamarse is a reflexive verb, so we have to put the reflexive pronouns in front of it. In this case, it's not going to be me because I'm not saying I call myself. I'm saying I call my friend calls her or himself, which is se. So this is myself, yourself, him or herself is for se. ¿Cuándo vas a la escuela? When do you go to school? This is in the tu form. So that means you have to change it to the yo form because you're going to say I go, which is yo voy a la escuela a las 6:30. Give me a time here. Remember that a las means at. ¿Cuándo regresas a la casa? When do you return home? Again, this is in the tu form, which means you have to change it to the yo form in your answer. Yo regreso a la casa a las 3. ¿Cuándo van al trabajo tus padres? When do your parents go to work? Now, the tus has to change to mis because this is when do your parents go to work, and you're going to say my parents go to work at. So it'd be mis padres van. The verb doesn't change because we're still talking about they. They are the subject. To work, al trabajo. At is a las, and then a time. Notice the word trabajo is masculine, so this is a, el becomes al. Ellos van al trabajo a las, and then a time. So we can change mis padres to they. But notice that we're reverting to the masculine they rather than ellas, because when you have a mixed group, male and female, you revert to the masculine word for ellos. ¿Cuándo va tu mejor amigo a la escuela? When does your best friend go to school? And here, this is a male. So I would say, mi mejor amigo va a la escuela a las 7:30, or whatever time you want to say. Y es todo. Nos vemos. Chao.